First, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a Taylor Swift thing. And then you started off so it didn't seem like a Taylor Swift thing.
Yeah.
And then, bam,
there it is.
Taylor Swift.
The subversion of expectations. I learned a little bit from Adam Rank.
Kind of like a fake donut.
The fake donut. We'll hit that later. But, folks, congratulations. We'll celebrate more of your Week 6 wins. But let's look ahead to Week 7. Who's going to be the quarterback one next week, Marcus?
Well, I'm going to go with old Jay Herbo, Justin Herbert. And I know it wasn't a super great game for him.
Did you not see the game last night?
I saw the game last night. But I think this has to do with what's going to be across the way. The Chiefs' defense, admittedly, has been very good so far this year. But when these two teams play, the Chiefs and the Chargers, it's generally a high-scoring affair. Over the last 3 seasons, they have combined for an average of 45 combined points per game. And Herbert in those games has been very good. 297 pass yards per game, 15 touchdowns, 4 picks. He's had 2 or more pass touchdowns in 5 of the 6 games he has played against the Chiefs. So in what I think is going to be a back-and-forth game, I think Justin Herbert, because right now he's got deeper wide receivers, is going to have the better fantasy day.
What'd you call him? Jay
Herbo.
Jay Herbo? What about Jay Herdo? No? Doesn't work?
Yeah,
Doesn't
You know what?
quite.
Let's keep workshopping that.
I'll allow it.
We'll keep workshopping that. But I have questions about both of these teams' defenses, which means both of these teams' offenses are set for a big explosion in what is possibly the best game so far this season, maybe? I don't know, but I think this is going to be a good one. I have Jalen Hurts, who, by the way, has had 300.7 passing yards per game in the last 3 weeks, the most in the NFL. And by the way, 47 rush yards and a touchdown in Week 6, both of which led the team.
All right. Good quarterback options. Now we're going to running back. Cynthia, who will be the running back one in Week 7?
Aaron Jones?
Okay.
I mean, the question is who's playing the Broncos? Just kidding. Actually,
It really is.
I mean, is it
That's
though?
legitimate.
But also, Aaron Jones, in his own right, is a very, very good running back, and he catches passes, which is a really big factor here. But Denver allowed a career-high fantasy points to not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different running backs so far this season. That's almost a full hand. I think Aaron Jones tops the charts this week and makes that full hand for the Denver defense.
I love that call. I'm also going to go with Alvin Kamara. A lot of people, credit to us who drafted Alvin Kamara. Listen,
Hey, I did.
People were fading Alvin Kamara.
Not us.
He was just going to miss a couple of games. It's like, he'll be fine. He'll be there. And now he looks like a definitive RB1. And I love the matchup this week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a good defense, but they do allow a lot of points to running backs who can catch the football.
All right. Another great pair of running back options. Wide receiver, though, Rank. Give us a surefire number 1 Week 7.
I got to think about this one. I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill. Listen,
He just wants the humble brag.
No, I will definitely not be taking any more humble brags for the rest of the season. I guarantee that. But he's had at least 150 receiving yards in 4 of 6 games. He's actually had 8 in his career with the Miami Dolphins, which already has him tied for the team lead, which is significant. Like, Dan Marino was the quarterback there for a long time. They've had some really good players for the Miami Dolphins. Tyreek Hill has been one of the best. Look up Dan Marino. He was a great player. I know a lot of kids are like, the guy from the thing, but he was also a very good quarterback. Tyreek Hill, I don't care about the matchups. I don't care about anything like that. Tyreek Hill is going to be the wide receiver 1.
I want to alleviate some concerns for the matchups as well, because I'm taking Amon-Ra St. Brown going up against a very good Ravens defense. So are the Bucs. Personnel-wise, I think the Ravens are going to have a difficult time matching up with Amon-Ra. If you remember last year, the game against the Miami Dolphins in the second half, both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle went off. The Ravens could do nothing to cover either of them when they were in the slot. Coming off a 30-point Week 6 performance, I think it is Amon-Ra St. Brown. But you want to stop people. So let's talk about defense. Who's the number 1 defense, Marcus?
I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers. And, yeah, they suffered their first loss of the season, but it wasn't because of the defense. I mean, they did a good job slowing down the Browns' offense for the most part. And, look, they are getting after the quarterback. They actually have a league-high 10 interceptions. And I don't know if you've noticed, the Vikings have a fumbling problem. I mean, they do it like it's their job, just putting the ball on the ground. They've lost a league-high 9 fumbles so far. They can't run the football. Last week, Kirk Cousins in the passing game struggled mightily without Justin Jefferson. So the 49ers, especially being banged up on offense, it might be a little bit more incumbent on this defense to go out and make some plays. And I think they can do that on Monday night.
Yeah, with defenses in fantasy, sometimes we pick on the offense. So I do want to start with a little bit of positivity.
Yeah.
The Bills' defense is good. They've scored 72 points so far this season. And, yeah, they're playing the Patriots. Let's get to the negative part. They're giving up the second most points to defenses on the year. back to the Bills. They have the most sacks in the NFL this season. But again, New England just got to the red zone for the first time in 27 consecutive drives in their last game. So, yeah, there's the matchup there. So those